welcome to College Week Live. We are the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences here at UC Davis. First of all, we would all just like to say congratulations to everyone who just got accepted to UC Davis. It's a really great honor. And anyone who is maybe thinking about applying, we hope that this presentation will help everyone learn a little bit more about Davis. So first of all, I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Phoebe Kopp. I am a senior clinical nutrition major here at UC Davis in this college. I am from Fresno, California, and I decided to come to Davis because after I visited for the very first time, I really felt like I could see myself here. And the nutrition program at Davis was top for everything that I applied to. So it was a really easy decision to make, and I haven't regretted it in almost 4 years. So I think it's been a really great experience for me.
Hi, my name is Robert Michaud, and I'm a sophomore here at UC Davis, and I'm majoring in environmental science and management. I'm from Torrance, California, and I chose Davis because it's not too far, not too close, but it's still within California, so the distance was perfect for me to get my college experience. And yeah, the campus was really nice and really attracted me when I visited here, so that's why I'm here.
Hey everybody, my name is Jacqueline Seja. I am a freshman and an animal science major. The reason I chose Davis was because it is the only UC with my animal science major, and because of the distance between my hometown, Southern California, and when I stepped onto the campus, it was like a fairy tale. It was just my home. I knew it from the very beginning. So it was just amazing.
So just a little bit of background about the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. This college was established in 1906. We were actually started as the farm for UC Berkeley, so that's why we have a really strong tie to agriculture here. So the college is over 100 years old. It encompasses more than 5,000 acres today, and 3,700 of those are devoted to agriculture teaching and research. That could be anything from grazing grounds for livestock to agricultural grounds for growing crops, or barn facilities, any of that. We have a lot of great agricultural facilities. The college also has 360 faculty members, so we have a lot of people you can talk to if you have a question about anything in our college, and 70 of those faculty members are actually cooperative extension specialists, so that means they take their work away from the university to kind of give it more of an impact, not just at our college.
Our college consists of 3 divisions, agriculture, sciences, environmental sciences, and human sciences. We have 26 majors, comprising 21% of the UC Davis student body.
And the agricultural science majors consist of animal biology, animal science management, biotechnology, plant science, and undeclared majors in science agricultural. So it's pretty amazing. You have so many options. We offer everything you can possibly think of. You can explore in any majors you would like to view. So it's a great opportunity. Davis has one of the greatest professors. For example, I took a class for animal science, and Thomas Famula actually was rated one of the best top professors by Princeton Review, which is pretty incredible. I first met him, and he is an amazing professor. So there's plenty of courses you can take that can interest you in different majors.
Alright, so these are some of the environmental science majors we have. There are 10 of these majors, and within your first 2 years you take classes such as chemistry, biology, physics, and math. Those are some of the prerequisites you take. You take these classes with all these other students in the similar majors, and these are all really good prep start to kind of get you the feel for what college is like and who you're going to be taking classes with and stuff like that.
So this next slide we have shows some of the human sciences majors. So Jacqueline and Robert have just kind of touched on the fact that our college is the agricultural and environmental sciences. So a lot of our majors are very heavy in science. That does mean that you'll take a lot of biology and chemistry your first couple years. You also take classes that are in your major, like Jacqueline has taken the animal science class with Professor Famula. The college also has the human sciences division. This isn't actually in the name, so some people kind of overlook this, but we have everything from clinical nutrition, food science, nutrition science, agricultural and environmental education. That is for anyone who's interested in becoming an ag teacher. We also have the managerial economics major, which is the business major for our college. So if someone's looking for a business major, it's just under a slightly different name, but that is what we would have. We will be taking questions at the end of this little presentation. Sorry, I didn't say that earlier. So I know we have a question, but we'll get to that once we're done. Another one of the unique majors we have in our college is the International Agricultural Development major. That's kind of unique. It takes agriculture, obviously, international, so that will give you experience working in different kind of climates or a different sort of environment than just what we have here at UC Davis.
And something special about UC Davis is that we're ranked top 1 in many of our programs. For example, agriculture and science programs, our animal science programs, our agriculture and agronomy, and our plant science and nutrition programs. We're top rated. And we're also known well for our agriculture engineering program. We're rated number 2 in the U.S. News and World Reports. So we're pretty amazing. We have a lot to offer for you guys. And you can expect a lot more from us, of course, if we do keep going on as UC Davis Aggies.
Okay, so there are a few more other distinctions that are not listed, or will be on the next slide right now. From the Chronicle of Higher Education, we are #1 entomology program in the nation. Soil science is #1 as well. One distinction not on here is the U.S. News and World Report. We are within the top 10 public schools in the nation.
So there's some really great distinctions just for our college. We also have some very special programs in part of this college that the other colleges at UC Davis don't offer. So one of them is the Aggie Ambassadors. The 3 of us here are Aggie Ambassador representatives. It is part of our job to go and recruit for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences and to help people understand what Davis is really about from a student perspective. So it gives us a lot of great opportunities. We also have the Career Discovery Group. I participated in this as a freshman. We have a lot of different groups within that one program, and they're all dedicated to different fields or specifically to different majors. And it's a year-long program where you get a chance to experience what it would be like to work in that kind of field and talk to professionals who are working in that field already. Maybe talk to people who are in your major to get some ideas of what other people want to do after they graduate college. It's also really great for professional development. So that's something really unique that our college offers, and I think it's a great thing to take advantage of. We also have the Science and Society programs. Those are classes you can take that just have slightly different emphasis. It's not something that's usually required for any majors, but there are a lot of interesting classes that you can fill in here and there, and you have a little extra space in your schedule. We also have the Undeclared and Exploratory programs. So this means that you don't have to declare a major right when you come to UC Davis or when you're applying. You can actually come here and you don't have to declare a major until your 3rd year, so that gives you a couple years to kind of just look around and take the classes that you're really interested in, and then declare one once you've actually made up your mind.
Some living laboratories that we have on campus are actually we have one of the largest, well, it's a garden-wise. It's the Arboretum. It consists of 75 different kind of plants and trees. It's 100 acres wide, and you can go play frisbee, you can go toss a ball, whatever you like. It's there for research, whatever you like to explore, it's there for you and for you to explore. We also have the Bohart Museum of Entomology. We have the Center of Children's Family Development. We have a horse barn. We have student farms. We have so many different choices for you to go view and explore at UC Davis for any free time you have available. So you can always go and explore and enjoy yourself here at Davis.
Okay, so this is a list of clubs and activities and organizations that you can get involved with. As you know, we are Aggie Ambassadors. This is one of the organizations that we are involved with. We have over 500 different student clubs and organizations on campus. We have religious organizations. We have over 20 cultural clubs and 76 fraternities and sororities that you can all get involved with. So if you're ever looking for something to do, there's always a club or organization that's doing it.
Yeah, I think one of the great things about Davis is there honestly is a club for every interest you might have. I'm a part of the Student Nutrition Association, and that's really great for anyone who's interested in food or interested in nutrition at all. We have the Vet Aids Club for anyone who's interested in getting on the path to becoming a veterinarian. We have the Nutrition Science Research Club, which is also just for nutrition or anyone interested in food, again. We have the Collegiate FFA program, and that's really great for anyone who's coming in from an FFA background and is interested in getting involved in FFA in college as well. So as you can see, we have a lot of different clubs that are really great for anyone who's looking to get involved outside the classroom. We also have just a few tips for anyone who's going to be coming in as a freshman next year. One thing that I'm sure everyone's heard multiple times is that time management is key to being successful in college. And it's one thing to hear it a lot, but hearing it from students, I'm pretty sure we can all tell you that it's definitely a necessary skill to have. Without it, you may fall behind, but it's something you can easily learn, and it's going to help you out a lot. Another thing is sleep. It's great to come to college and you meet a whole bunch of people that you're going to be best friends with, but if you don't get your sleep in, you're going to be absolutely tired for the rest of the day, and that's not going to be very productive either. Another thing is we have a lot of faculty at UC Davis and a lot of people that are really knowledgeable in their field, so don't be afraid to ask them questions. They are literally here to help you learn. That's their job, and they know it, and they love it. Another thing is that you should be familiar with the Dean's Office for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. They'll help you out with choosing your classes or figuring out what major you want to do if you come in undeclared, helping you switch majors if you decide you want to change. They're really here to help you also, and that's one of the great resources on campus that people don't utilize enough. Get to know your professors is another thing, is don't be afraid to ask for help, because professors, like I said, really want you to pass their class, and they're passionate about what they're teaching you, and they're more than happy to tell you anything that you're wondering about or curious about. Also, take some fun, interesting classes. I know that sometimes college seems like you have to just get in and be serious and take all the required classes that you are supposed to have for your major, but another great thing about college is you're allowed to explore. They give you built-in room within your major to just go ahead and see if you have any other interests that you want to fill in or any class that maybe sounds interesting to you. That is the end of our presentation. So now we have just a few websites listed here that you can go to if you're interested in asking more questions. If you want to go to our Facebook page for Ag Ambassadors, we will answer any questions that anyone might have. We can also go to the Facebook page for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. But if you're looking for just basic information, the website at the top for the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences is a great resource. It has pretty much everything we just talked about is also on that website, so it's a really great thing to go ahead and explore. So now we can ask a few questions, or answer a few questions. The first one we have is, what is hydrology? Hydrology, do you want to take this?
Okay, I'll take this. Yeah, hydrology is essentially the study of water and how that works within the, I guess, well, in this case, it could be the state, the world, or the nation, or however. That's just one of, it's environmental science focusing on the water aspect of it. So that's just one of the majors. And we have, if you think you might be interested in that kind of field, we do have Hydrology 10, which is a class I am taking right now. And that's just introducing you to water, power, and how it works within society.
So our next question is, where can you learn more about the clubs and activities that are offered in Davis? Do you want to answer that?
Yeah,
question?
you can always go on the website and figure out, just look around. Also, you can always Google them. We have plenty of websites. I'm pretty sure all the clubs have websites you can look at. And you can just explore yourself and don't restrict yourself. Just go at even random clubs. For example, me, I went into it's called CalPERI. It works on energy service course. Program is to basically help the community about saving energy. I'm an animal science major. That was such a random thing I just went for, but now I know. I like to help people, just not on that side of me. More of the animal towards helping people in general, as with their pets and in general with their animals. So just explore your options. Never hold yourself back from anything.
Yeah, that's a great point. You can take a lot of different clubs. You can just be involved in anything you want. Another really great way to find out about clubs and activities is the club fair that's held every fall. Every club on campus that has a major presence is at that fair, and you can just go and ask questions about how to get involved and when meetings are, and it's a really great resource just for figuring out what's available.
And one more thing about that is beginning of every quarter, most clubs that are trying to recruit, they do have tables that they set up in the Memorial Union, which is one of the main places on campus that once you walk by, they can help you and talk to you about whatever the club's involved with.
Okay, there's another question. If any of us have personal experience with Davis Honors Challenge, I don't. I'm not sure.
I do not.
I don't think so.
Okay, so that's another thing that you can just look up on the UC Davis website. I'm sure there are multiple resources for that, and I know there's also contacts listed. I don't know the name off the top of my head. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact whoever is listed on that page. It's there for a reason, and they want your question.
Although I do know they do have applications for incoming freshmen, and after your freshman year, when you're going into your sophomore year, they do have, you are allowed to apply twice.
So our next question is, I know I want to help the environment, but what can help me decide on my specific major? I think one of the things you could definitely do for this question is get involved in the CDG program. There is an environmental focus program, and that will help you explore different areas within environmental sciences. And that can definitely help you narrow down the search for a major and maybe even figure out what you're interested in doing after college.
Yeah, that's something I definitely did. And there are specific descriptions of each major on the website that you can look at. And while you're taking classes in your first and second year, there you'll hit on some of those points, especially if you're an environmental science major. Environmental Science and Policy 1 is a key class that you will take that will help you decide what exactly you want to study within the environmental sciences.
Yeah, great. So now we have another question about the clubs that we mentioned in a previous slide. Are they specific just to the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, or are they campus-wide? The ones that we listed on this slide, we put there just because people with majors in this college might be particularly interested, but any club on campus is available to anyone on campus. So nothing is restricted, and any clubs that maybe pertain to another major that isn't in our college, you're also more than allowed to get involved in anything. Okay, we have another question. What is the workload of food and nutrition science? So anything with science in the name, I'll just tell you right now, is going to be a lot of science. But that, I'm not trying to scare anyone away with that. I just want to be honest with you. It does take a lot of chemistry and biology, biochem, OChem, but those really give you a very solid background in what you're going to be studying once you get to your upper division classes. I think one of the very important things to keep in mind is that if you know you're interested in that particular field, you may think that, oh, I'm taking general chemistry right now and it's never going to help me, but let me tell you, it does. These are the kind of classes that make Davis so well known for our academics, because we don't just throw you in a classroom and start telling you about food. You have to learn the background for chemistry so you can understand food science. It's kind of like a multi-level approach, but it gives you a really solid foundation, and I think it makes you more valuable once you graduate from UC Davis. Okay. What is the difference between food science and nutrition science? So food science is really the study of food and how different food components interact with each other and how that can affect any certain product. Nutrition science is more focused on how food affects the human body. So nutrition science is a great major to prepare you for any type of research you want to do in the future. So, and they also have different emphases within nutrition science, like nutritional biochemistry or community nutrition. So if you're interested in those fields, that's another great major you can also be interested in. Food science really kind of prepares you for more of the product development side, or if you are specifically interested in, say, enology, which is making of wine, or if you're interested in making beer, you can emphasize in those areas as well. So food science really just focuses on food, but nutrition science is more about people and food. Okay. Is nutrition science less rigorous than biological sciences? Kind of depends on which classes you take within the biological sciences. There are many different classes, but nutrition science, and you have to take general chemistry, general biology, you have to take biochemistry, organic chemistry, physics, so it's by no means an easy major, and you also have to take some calculus classes for that as well. Biological sciences, I don't know too much about it. It's not specifically in our college, but I do know it's very science-based, so you're going to be taking a lot of science classes either way.
And a lot of the classes you will be taking with the same students, so you will be getting used to that. And it's just when you get to the actual upper divs that you actually like split off and find a difference.
Okay, what kind of classes are under biotechnology? I can't say I've looked at this very extensively, but the biotechnology major obviously is going to be very science-based again. If you are interested in what classes would be required, there's a UC Davis catalog you can find online that lists all of the classes that are required for that major. Anything upper division, lower division, prerequisites, all of those will be found online. So that's a really great place to look. And then if you're interested in what any of those specific classes might be, like the title doesn't make sense to you, then that's also in the catalog, and you can look up the description. And then if you have any questions beyond that, you can contact the faculty advisor for that specific major, because every major has an advisor. So.
And you can go directly to the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences website, look up that major, and then look up the required classes. They don't have it all on there.
Yes. So what has your average class size been? Robert, why don't you go ahead and start?
Since I'm still a sophomore, my first year was especially the big classes have 500 students or so. This being my second year, narrowing them down a little bit to about anywhere between 300 and 100. It just depends. The major general chemistry, general biology are going to have big classes because everybody needs to take them. Now that I'm getting into my upper divisions, they're like 100 students, and I'm sure they will probably get less.
Yeah, they do get smaller as you go on. I know my first class I ever took at Davis was 500 students in a lecture hall. That does seem a little daunting at first, but the thing that you need to keep in mind is that when you have classes that have such large lectures, you always have a discussion section that's separate from lecture, which is led by a TA who gives you a lot of the personal one-on-one time that you're really going to need to learn. But the professors also have a lot of office hours, so they're available outside of class also. But as you move on in your studies, the classes do get smaller, and it just depends on what class you're taking, because like Robert said, if you're taking general chemistry, every science major on this campus is taking general chemistry with you, so it's going to happen, but the class, I think you can still learn a lot, and you should really take advantage of the resources they make available to you outside of lecture.
That's very true. Me as a freshman, I'm taking chemistry right now, and it's around 500 students, but we have discussions where it's like 20 students. So we get that one-to-one interaction with our TA. We can always go to the professor, just go down the stairs and talk to him. Not that hard. It's really cool, and you have the chance to interact with anyone if you really want to. And other classes like English, I'm currently taking UWP, which is an English course. Those classes are more smaller. They're 20 to 30. But of course, depending on the course, it will range. So it's not as crazy as you imagine as a freshman, coming in as a freshman. It's actually very calming once you sit down and you realize what's going around you. As a freshman, I know how it is, and you'll enjoy it. I definitely guarantee you that.
Our next question is, what kind of classes are under animal science? And Jacqueline gives some good advice there.
Animal science is actually, you can specify in different specify in different kind of courses. For example, there's the livestock, there's companion animals, which is what I'm targeting towards. Last quarter I took Animal Science 42, which is companion animals. During fall I took domesticated animals, which is a course we have to take for Animal Science course. And currently I'm taking Animal Science 2, which is basically the background, the behavior of animals and such. They're just courses you have to take. They're not too difficult. You do have to take chemistry, of course, biology, and if you want to become a vet, there is definitely other courses you have to keep in mind. For vet school, for example, physics, we do have to take OChem, and there's other courses we just have to keep into our schedule and remember to keep on track with everything. And animal science is amazing. I really enjoy it, and that's the reason I came to UC Davis, and it's all worth it.
Yeah, so I know another thing about the animal science major is that they are very hands-on. That kind of goes with our next question, to say what's the difference between animal biology major compared to a biological sciences major. Animal biology is just going to focus a lot more on animals and not just on biological sciences. That would be probably more towards human physiology. You also have to take a lot more maybe plant classes that aren't focused on animals as much. But the difference between animal biology and animal science, and as people question this a lot also, is that animal science tends to be more hands-on than animal biology.
Definitely. Actually, right after our live chat with you guys, I'm actually going to go dissect a uterus for my animal science course. So I'm kind of excited for that. It's really, we get to see the baby actually inside the uterus and everything, which is kind of exciting to me, maybe not to other people, but it's very exciting to actually be able to see that in person.
Yeah.
Something.
So Davis likes to give you a lot of hands-on experience in whatever major you choose. So if anyone is interested in Davis, it's a great place to go, and it's a great place to learn about anything you're interested in. We offer a lot. Thank you for stopping in and chatting with us today. If you have any more questions, feel free to go to any of these websites that we have listed here. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.